Hello, Mr. Price here, and this is your video on the mixed grade 1 homework, and this is to support you with these type of questions. Now, slightly different format than usual, and that's because when I recorded it the first time the audio didn't work, so I'm resubmitting it now. I'll talk through how I got my answers. Now, first thing you need to look at is what do these symbols mean. So very quickly, a symbol facing left is less than, to the right is greater than, and this one is equal to. Now sometimes you might see this symbol with a line underneath it, that means less than or equal to, and the same one facing to the right with the line under it is greater than or equal to. Now, to start off with the first one, we want to put the symbol for this one. So is 8 greater than 5 or is 8 less than 5? Now just speaking about it, you can probably see that 8 is bigger than 5, so use the greater than symbol. Okay, a little shortcut you can do is if you have them as little crocodiles, the hungry crocodile will want to eat the biggest number because he's extra greedy. So make sure your crocodile is eating the biggest number for the greedy crocodile. So the 8 is eaten by the crocodile because it's the bigger number. 8 is greater than 5. This one here, negative 4 is greater than negative 6 or is negative 4 less than negative 6? Now, here's where you could make a mistake. So if you look at a number line very quickly, here's negative 4 and negative 6 is down here. Now, obviously the further up you go, the bigger the number. So as you can see, negative 4 is higher up than negative 6, so negative 4 is a bigger number. Don't be tempted to say that 6 is bigger or negative 6 is bigger, okay? Because negative 4 is higher up on the number line. So negative 4 is bigger than negative 6, or the crocodile eats the biggest number. This one here, we have 2.08. Is it less than 2.8 or greater than 2.8? Now, remember how you can compare numbers. You look at the first digit to the left and just keep on going until you find the number that's biggest. So I'm comparing a 2 and a 2, they're the same. I look at the next digit along, I'm comparing a 0 and an 8. So clearly, this 2.8 is bigger than 2.08. So I say 2.08 is less than 2.8, or the crocodile eats the biggest number. Okay, this question. Now first you need to simplify your two sides of your missing value there. So 8 plus 3 gives you 11, and 2 plus 7 gives you 9. So clearly 11 is bigger than 9, it eats the bigger number. So when you've got a situation like this, just simplify what you can. Finally, this one, you do exactly the same thing. 2 subtract 7, start off at 2, go down to 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you end up at negative 5. Do the same thing for this one. Start at 5, go down 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You go to negative 4. Negative 3 I mean. So clearly negative 5 is less than negative 3 because negative 5 is further down the number line. Okay, let's look at question 2. You should have had an answer of 5 hours 15 minutes, and this is how you do it. You need to draw a number line starting with the time that you started at, 9:30. Don't be tempted to do any other technique because you can make lots of mistakes here. We're going to get to a nice easy number to get to, which is 10 o'clock. So we're going to add 30 minutes. Okay, now to get to 10:45, so it has the same ending number, I'm going to add 45 minutes. I am then going to try and get the starting number the same, so it's got the same number of hours. So to go from 10:45 to 2:45, I need to add on 4 hours. So I've got 4 hours and 30 minutes and another 45 minutes. Now, I need to combine those numbers. So I know 30 minutes and 30 minutes gives me an hour. So 30 minutes and another 15 minutes gives me that last 45 minutes. So I'm left with this 30 minutes and 45 minutes becomes an hour and 15 minutes. So in total, I've got 4 hours, another hour, 5 hours, and another 15 minutes. So the answer is 5 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, for question 3, exactly the same thing again. Start at 11:35, and we're trying to get to 125. So go up to a nice easy number, 12 o'clock. You've added on 25 minutes. Trying to get the end number the same, add on another 25 minutes. You're now at 12:25. Now if you add on an hour, you get to 13:25 or 1:25. So altogether, we have 25 minutes, another 25 minutes, that's 50 minutes, and an hour. So 1 hour, 50 minutes is your answer, as shown. Okay, this table works like so. If you want to know the distance between San Francisco and Miami, you look at San Francisco, and you go and you look at Miami, and you look at where those columns and rows intersect. So here they intersect at 4,990, so that is your answer. A second example, if you want to know how far Chicago is from Miami, there's Miami and there's Chicago, so the box that intersect is 2,183. Okay, so for part B, we're told that one of the cities is 4,541 kilometers from Los Angeles. We want to know what this city is. So here's the 4,541. Now the row is Los Angeles, so we look at the column, it's New York, so the answer is New York. And finally, we want the city that's furthest from Chicago, so here's the Chicago column. We look across for the biggest number, so we've got this number, that one, and this one. This is the biggest number out of those 4 options, so San Francisco is the furthest. Okay, last question. The coordinates of A. So, we go across 1 to get to A, and up 3. So it's 1, 3. For B, you go across 5, up 5. So it's 5, 5. To get the midpoint, you can either draw it graphically, or you can add the x coordinates and the y coordinates and divide both by 2. So 1 plus 5 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8, divided by 2 is 4. And you can see graphically that 3, 4 is the midpoint. Okay, if you have any questions, come and see me.